The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
A 3-yard.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Block working out of the gun. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Block. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1 yard line.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, it's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. Trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
3rd and 9.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap to lock. Open man Hamler. That's complete. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Complete to
K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
McManus's point after is good. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To try again after the sack. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Broncos.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw. Put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
The Broncos first
From
down.
Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Falcons 3. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21 to...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Way through, lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Block on target there to Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Him in stride. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun. Block. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. To throw again. Locke out quickly to Judy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Locke now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Locke. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
On the play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brings up fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll field this at the 5. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do?
Oh, you got to feel it,
Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Lindsey. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Block now on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming this way, here we go. 45, Mike, 45.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but it'll be second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Second and 10 now. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Falcons 17.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Lock. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. On third and long, it's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way down to the 35.
Complete to
a huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Throwing again. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 24. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
And 11.
To throw on third down. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Locke. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
By Keon Jones.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
27.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the score.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
27.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now following the touchdown, off Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Falcons 24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Early the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And the Broncos first down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.